Why you got home, don't want to sex? Why you come to office and sex?
Oh, because it's a lot more risky, right? That's what people say. Wait, hold on. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of ZULA Answers. I'm Brenda.
And I'm Bolin.
And today's topic is relationship problems related to cheating. Thank you everyone for sending in your submissions because
They are all from the submissions, right? Like directly, right? Which means, right, they are like at least 99% chance they are watching.
Yes!
Right? So if you are the cheater, you get ready, your volume maybe don't, set too high because we will scold you.
We will scold you.
Yeah.
Okay. So confession number 1 is submitted by Rose. The title is We Both Are Cheaters. I have been with my boyfriend for 2 years. It has been great, but I found out he cheated on me a year into the relationship. He kind of fucked a girl and tried to ask her out again subsequently, but she rejected.
Sorry. I just feel very confused. Fuck means fuck. Don't fuck means don't fuck. What do you mean kind of fuck?
2 months later, he tried to talk to her again. When the girl didn't want to reply, he questioned why. I thought we were friends.
What do you mean by I thought we were friends? You kind of fuck her.
The girl was disgusted as she felt like he was attached. About a few months after the whole saga, she found my Instagram and that's how I found out about the deed.
When I exposed my boyfriend, he was sorry and remorseful. Me being a softie and not sure if I can ever find someone better. And also I cheated before in my previous relationship. So I forgave him. Sometimes I still think back and wonder if that was the right thing to do. I mean, other than that incident, he's actually a decent guy who doesn't smoke, drink, doesn't flirt with girls. Homeboy, doesn't really curse.
Wait a minute. So what, smoke and drink not decent?
That's the thing. I think I would say that this is your typical Chinese family.
Yeah, like the
Maybe
very
she's not.
conservative definition.
Yeah, I figured that he cheated on me because of his insecurity issues since young.
And the shit doesn't end here. I end up cheating on him afterwards because I felt so emotionally distant. I felt a huge disconnection after I realized he cheated. Now we are just really busy with work and school, so I don't really have time nor energy to ponder about it. So my question is, what is a healthy relationship? Everybody makes mistakes, but how much is too much? Should I leave? Or is this a personal trauma issue that I have to resolve myself? Hold up. There are so many questions. I am very overwhelmed. This is the most questions we have ever encountered in a confession.
I believe, right, in a relationship, right, be it cheating or not cheating or whatever you guys do, right, so long you guys are truly happy being together with each other, nothing else matters.
As long as you guys set the boundaries and set the terms between yourselves, right, and it makes you happy, then I guess it's considered healthy.
I mean, to say that everybody makes mistakes, right, it's true lah. Everybody, we all do make mistakes sometimes. But this mistake, it's not really a mistake anymore because you cannot make the same mistake so many times. Previous relationship one time, this one also another time.
Yeah.
It's not a mistake. It's like it's an intended action.
Yeah. And your boyfriend, your boyfriend cheated on you twice. So I don't know. It just seems so wrong that whenever he's exposed, right, then he can just be forgiven with a sorry. And I feel like what's missing here is y'all are not addressing why he's cheating. You just like, okay, it's okay, and then y'all let it pass.
You know why a lot of people forgive? Let me tell you straight up. A lot of people forgive is because it's like playing a game. I play for 10 years already. This save file cannot delete. I got all the equipment, I got everything already. Now you want me to restart? This mistake, never mind lah. Okay lah, we continue.
Yeah, I know I understand your logic. So I will probably forgive, but I don't think I'll ever forget my entire life, which will also cause issues in the future.
That's why she cheated.
Answering your question, should I leave? Wow, this is hard to solve. Like maybe not instantly leave, but don't you think that like they are not talking enough? They are not addressing the problem enough.
You are not wrong. I think that sometimes, we always say this, right? Like, you need to communicate, right?
Yeah, we always say that, yeah.
But for this one, my take is, you should just leave. There's no point to talk.
Yeah, twice.
Because it's already too late lah. Sometimes the best way to know that you are truly sorry is to lose someone.
And sometimes, right, not everyone's sorry, right, means something.
I've been there lah. I have been there. I did mistakes before in my relationship, right? And I tried to say sorry to, because let me be very, very honest. At that moment, when I say sorry and I cry, 90% of me is just want to save back the relationship.
Correct.
10% of me is truly sorry.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what happened. Honestly, this story actually quite fucked up because both of you all fucked up already lah.
Yeah.
For example, if today we are together, she cheat on me, I cannot cheat on her back. Oh yeah, we are equal now. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
You get me?
life doesn't work like that.
Yeah. How much is too much? It varies from case to case lah. For example, if you're with me, my rule is that you cannot emotional cheat and physical cheat.
Yeah. Same.
Even if it's a slight bit, right? It's too much really because it's a line, right? It's either 1 or 0. There's no like 0.555 or whatever, you know.
I think it really all depends on the terms that you all set for yourself. Of course, at the start, if you all say like, okay, no cheating, nothing, we only have each other, then of course if you cheat, then it's too much lah. I also think like for the last question, right, is this a personal trauma issue that you have to resolve yourself? I feel like it might be one of the reasons that has caused a problem in your relationship. So, but this is not something that we are good enough to help you with because we also don't know your full story. Do you have a friend that you can confide in? If not, if you really need like a neutral standpoint and not like people who just feed you responses that you know you should hear, then maybe something that you might consider is therapy. And maybe hopefully that might help you, you know, find yourself and find a more balanced relationship next time.
Yeah, I guess this is a good 2 years experience to let you know that it's, you know, your boyfriend cheated, you also cheated, well, you fucked up. And your previous relationship also you cheated, you know, that kind of thing. So in the future, you know that do not commit the same thing again. Okay, next confession is from this person called Cheater. Well, nice name. Title is Choosing Between My Boyfriend or FWB. Wow, the fact that you have to choose means something wrong.
Okay, let's go. Exciting.
Ready to get slapped by me, yeah, kidding. I'm female in my early 20s and I have a very religious boyfriend who strongly believes in no sex before marriage. I have a FWB since my boyfriend doesn't want to have sex with me. Recently
Whoa, wait a minute. How the fuck does that work?
Recently, my FWB asked me to break up with my boyfriend and be together with him instead. I told him to let me consider it first. Personally, I like my boyfriend a lot.
Wait, I like my boyfriend a lot. There is no love
This is the exact same thing I said before. Today, you have your FWB, right? But why she have to consider leh? Because right, the FWB can only give her sex.
Yeah.
But the girl wants sex and a good guy. Personally, I like my boyfriend a lot. Minus the no sex before marriage part. See? Next. And I don't want to marry at such a young age. Other than sex, I don't enjoy hanging out with my FWB. He's boring and not the kind of boyfriend I want. I really wish for the status quo. I'm afraid of losing my boyfriend if he knows I cheat on him regularly. I also don't want to lose my FWB. Neither do I want to marry so soon. What should I do?
You need to wake the fuck up that's what you should do What the hell? You are being downright selfish. Because right at this moment, right, you want the best of both worlds. Your boyfriend!
Yeah lah.
Your boyfriend's supporting!
Yes.
How can she like that? In the first place, why you agree to be together with him? Because I'm pretty sure even before you all get together, someone would have talked about this. Like having sex before marriage. Then, what? Why you even like say okay to be together with a boyfriend when he cannot satisfy your sexual needs? And obviously, sex is very important to you, which is okay.
I get it that you want to have sex. But I would say that if you truly want sex, right, you have to choose sex only. If you want to have both, right, you better choose one guy that can give you both.
Yeah, you don't be like one leg step two boat eh.
I mean, if you want, can. Let's be honest here. You want? Sure. Tell your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Hey, I cheated. Is it okay?
Yeah. Then if you okay, then okay lor.
If you're okay, then good for you lah.
Yeah.
Then, best of both worlds, man. Yeah.
But now the fact that you are scared, right, means that obviously the boyfriend will be okay with it.
Some people will advise you ditch the FWB, do not do this shit again, get married with him, and then you can technically have the best of both worlds, right? This is the I want to have kids, you don't want to have kids, the same problem. You don't want to get married so early. You marry just because you want to have sex. You will regret after you have sex with him for very long. Because it's not about the sex anymore. It's about the person. Trust me. There's a difference between wanting sex from the person you love and then wanting sex alone.
This is not fair at all to your boyfriend. Mainly because, right, it's very obvious that you like his company. You like everything else that comes with it, right? But you don't want to face the problem that you guys will eventually realize that, or you will eventually realize that you guys are not fully compatible.
So what should you do? Very simple. Step 1, tell boyfriend. Step 2, break up and be sorry and repent your sins.
And then you go and look for someone else who's more compatible for you lah.
I think for you, maybe don't look for someone else first lah. If you really because I get it, early 20s, your ovaries are ready to be smashed, that kind of shit.
So you just go out there and have fun first.
Just go and have fun first lah.
Hey, but be safe, okay? Be safe. Next confession is sent in by Muffin.
Nice name.
And the title is, Am I Emotionally Cheating on My Boyfriend?
We shall see.
Okay. I broke up with my ex-boyfriend in March 2021 and it was a really painful breakup. We loved each other very much, but our life goals and value systems simply didn't align. Despite our deep feelings for each other, our relationship was rocky from the very beginning with near weekly fights, followed by weekend drinks and parties, followed by hot animalistic sex.
A lot of sexy time.
Let me digest this.
Wow, hot, animalistic. I was the dominant one in the relationship, and I felt, I thought you were dominant one in sex because it came after that. I was the dominant one in the relationship, and I felt like I was on top. I was the dominant one in the relationship, and I felt like I was on top of the world when those moments came. For context, he is 5 years younger than me. Wow. We have since moved on, and both of us are now in a new relationship. My current boyfriend is not as good in bed, but he loves me for who I am. Despite being 8 years younger than me, he is so much more mature and is clearly the dominant one in this relationship. This makes me insecure because of our age difference and him being the younger gay. I don't feel like I'm the one in control anymore, but also appreciate being able to be vulnerable and loved regardless.
Here's where my dilemma comes in. Me and my ex are still friends and we still meet occasionally. I tell my boyfriend whenever I'm meeting him, but I can tell he's uncomfortable about it. When we talk, I can't help but feel sad that we are no longer together, but I also love my current boyfriend very much. I feel good around him because I'm the dominant one in the situation. I don't feel this with my current boyfriend. Should I cut off my ex because I feel like I'm emotionally cheating on my boyfriend because I'm reminded of how in my last relationship, I was the dominant one, but in my current relationship, I'm the submissive one? Can someone help this confused gay out? I feel like the best person to answer this question is someone who identifies as gay.
I will just see this as neutral as possible lah, okay, and as logical as I can. I will give one example. So if we are together, you keep telling me, or I keep telling you that, hey, I'm still talking with my ex. Can I go meet her? But with nothing. You see your eyes already like that, right?
Yeah, it's like maybe 1-2 times, the first few times okay. Then if like it happens too often, then I will be a bit like sus.
Some people will say yes to the girl or the guy. You go and find the ex, doesn't matter, it's okay. But deep down the guy feels like shit. You know why the guy agree for you to go and find the person? It's because the guy don't want to lose you. That's why the guy allow this thing to happen. In a perfect world, right, the guy, if he gets the chance to say no, he will say no. So back to this story, it is the exact same thing, right? I get it that your ex-boyfriend, your break up just because of certain fundamental value that tak match. That's why your break up. I get it. But the fact that you guys are not a perfect match. So it is over. If you say that you move on already, you should truly, move on lah.
Yeah.
By going back, you can. You see, this is a jibai thing. You keep saying that, we are still friends lah. You're not friends, man.
Yeah, you have feelings tied to that.
I have a few friends come and tell me, I still remember all the happy times with my ex.
Nothing wrong.
I cannot move on. I cannot find a new girlfriend. Now he wants to find a new girlfriend, but he cannot. He feels that he's still thinking about her. I'm like, thinking about her, still having feelings for her, and thinking about the good memories of her is two different things. Yeah. So if you are saying that, okay, you only think back to the, it's very normal.
That is normal because we cannot help it, ma. It's ingrained in your memory.
It happened and it's a memory.
Yeah.
Unless you go and hit my head, then I become, I lost memory or what.
That's not wrong. Thinking about memories is not wrong. But the thing is, you can control your actions now. If you're actually doing something past just thinking of it, right, then to me it's emotionally cheating.
If you are reminiscing, then wrong. You
like
want to go back.
If you miss it.
If you want to go back, if you miss, which you clearly do lah.
Yeah.
Wow, the
Hot animalistic sex.
From what I can see here, right, you miss those times.
Yeah. Which right here, right, is, I would say, borderline emotionally cheating.
Yes.
So that answers your question. The question
Correct.
is, am I emotionally cheating on my boyfriend? I think our answer is a yes.
It's
It's
definitely
you
yes
are.
lah. Yeah.
Because if you get reminded of your memories, right, that's fine. But now, right, you are actively actually going out to meet that person and actually having thoughts, like, wow, sian, I wish I could be the more dominant one, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that you are using that dominant and submissive example as sort of a way to give yourself an excuse or justify yourself to think of him. But I feel that you being the submissive one, or this submissive and dominant problem with your current boyfriend, is a problem entirely on its own. Then you thinking about your ex-boyfriend is another problem. So don't use that as an excuse to find back your previous ex-boyfriend.
Are you emotionally cheating on a boyfriend? Yes. Nothing to be confused about. Please, if you want to do anything, make sure you're single.
Anyway, so that concludes the third confession.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We are down to our final confession for this episode. Okay, so this confession is submitted by Star. And the title is, Should I Expose These Girls for Cheating with My Boyfriend?
Oh my god, juicy!
So in a nutshell, my boyfriend of 3 years cheated on me. Thrice. Yes, I'm still with him. We were together for 6 months when I first found out. The girl he approached DM'd me and shared explicit sexting screenshots of what was going on. She did not reciprocate and thought I deserved to know what was going on. Okay, that's a good move. That's nice. We fought and he explained and changed 180 degrees for the better. All was good until after almost 2 years, I again found out from a friend he did it again. I confronted him and found out that it was during the same period as the first girl, and there was also a third girl. Basically, he cheated 3 times during the same period and he cried when explaining the whole situation. He told me it was a fetish kind of situation where he likes to sex. He didn't let me know because he was afraid that I'll find it weird, and after the third girl, he really knew he messed up and decided not to tell me, hoping I'll never find out.
A long time has passed and we have sort of gotten over it. I saw his devotion towards me and he even decided to BTO with me. Really showed me that he loves me and he has changed. Suspicious. Sus.
Very sus.
Right now, I have completely forgiven him. However, a part of me really want to confront those girls. Why did they agree to do it to ruin a relationship? Yes, my boyfriend was at fault. He faced the consequences and changed. My question is, should I expose those girls? Also, any advice to whether I let him off too easily? I know my self-worth, but he really convinced me that he has changed.
Okay, I think firstly, right, it's very important to know that cheating and sex, right? When it comes to cheating and sex, it takes 2 hands to clap. Yes, those girls are at fault, right? But your boyfriend approached them and they did it.
I feel that you shouldn't expose those people.
Yeah, correct.
You know why? Because like what you mentioned just now, right? Unless the girls, all the girls, right, they know that the guy is attached. But of course the girls don't know.
They might not know actually.
They confirm don't know.
Yeah.
Because the guy cannot say ma.
So for me, right, apart from the fact that the girls might not know, right, I feel like even if they do, I don't think anyone, right, no matter what they do, right, deserves to be exposed on the internet, because the internet is a really fucking scary place. By exposing them, right, does it undo the things that they have done together? It doesn't.
Okay, in a way, I feel like she wants some justice.
Yeah.
Right,
of
but
course.
I feel that you can have your justice, but maybe not through the internet route. Because like what you said, it's not gonna look good on you, your boyfriend, and every people, all the people that are involved. I feel the problem here is not exposing them.
Correct.
The problem is why you never really talk things out with your guy, or why the guy never really talk things out with you. Sure, the guy can cry and say sorry and BTO and all that kind of shit. If it's truly a fetish, right, you think he stopped?
Right now, as I am processing this, I realize something like, if it's a fetish, right, then why don't the both of you all sext?
No, the fetish is not because of that. The
Is that-
fetish is
To sex with other people. Is it?
the fetish is something similar to why you got home don't want to sex, why you come to office and sex.
Oh, because it's a lot more risky, right? That's what people say. Wait, hold on.
What I think is the fetish is that he is attached and behind her back go and show the cuckoo bird to another girl.
Or then maybe that is the thing that turns him on. The fact that
Alright.
he is like actually doing it behind a girlfriend's back.
I feel that if the guy really changed and really never do this kind of shit again, right, then that's great.
Yeah.
Then for you, right, I think the best way to move on is to make sure that you talk it out with your guy, and then make sure that the guy don't do this kind of thing again. Don't go and kacau the girl lah.
Yeah, don't go and cause think about it, like what do you want to achieve? Revenge. And then after it's done, right, will you truly be happy or not? Will there truly be a resolution? There won't be, because right, what is done is already done.
Best case scenario is he did change. But the problem is, if after BTO you cannot live with that doubt,
That paranoia.
then it's time to say goodbye. You get what I mean? Even he said he changed, or he can kind of sorry I changed, blah, blah. Sure, you can forgive him, but the fact that you go and ask, do I let him off too easily? The fact that you ask this means you're still paranoid lah. I feel that you are a bit of a revenge kind of person.
Yeah.
Let him off too easily.
Oh yeah.
Do I forgive him?
It's like there's a lot of negative connotation in the phrasing.
Let him off, not like forgive him. You get what I mean? I feel your anger is there. So firstly, anger don't bring good stuff lah. So from now, see this video, look at us. Are you okay? Are you still paranoid? Are you still angry? If you are still angry and you are still paranoid,
Then it answers your question.
go to the red cross there. Nowadays don't have the red cross. No, the window.
Oh, window.
Close the YouTube. Yeah. Close your laptop or computer, whatever. Then tell your boyfriend, that's it, BTO cancel.
Yeah, cannot already. We are done with our final confession. I feel like a similarity between all the confessions today is a lot of them are asking whether cheating is crossing the line. It really depends on the terms and conditions that you and your partner set up for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, to define whether cheating is crossing the line. Because you both of you might be okay with like the both of you going out and just like having fun and then coming back together again and happy. Then that's your, but if you all have set certain conditions like, okay, like what you say, I'm okay if you go out with this guy, but don't drink, right? If you drink, then it's crossing the line already. So it's really about like communicating and making sure that you guys have decided on the boundaries within your relationship lah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you must understand that the value in a relationship is dictated by your own mindset. That's why you have this everyone set their own boundaries and rules thing, right? So if you don't see a value in your current relationship, but you see value from the other relationship, then you already know something is wrong. The value not there already, then why still together?
Coming back to that, I think a lot of relationship problems also stem from personal issues that you have about yourself.
Yeah.
So always remember to, love yourself, solve your own problems first. And if you are not ready to get into a relationship, then don't get into a relationship, until you are ready for one. Let us know in the comments below if you agree with our advice. And just a disclaimer, okay, it's like just our point of view. The both of us are still very much single.
Let me. How you know? Maybe I'm ready.
Don't bluff lah. Really?
Anyway, just to disclaimer a bit it's not advice. Okay, we are just reading and then give opinion. You can just comment, it's fine. Okay, yeah. But don't be personal. I see some comment a bit personal to us.
Yeah. So you really think?
So thanks for watching this episode of ZULA Answers. And if you have any other confessions or even some Reddit news or whatever, you want us to react, and give our opinion, not advice, opinion. Yeah, please comment down below, or also we have our Google form below, so you can click the form and then just fill in all the juicy stuff.
Yes. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye-bye!